you kind of tell me a little bit more about the STEAM Forward? It was called STEAM Forward, is that correct?
It's STEAM Forward Academy. Yep.
Academy.
And so, yeah. So that,
I didn't interrupt. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. So I'll say this, STEAM Forward Academy. Oh, I just can't believe where it's gone, quite honestly. Like I could not have imagined that I would be in the position with STEAM Forward where I'm at today. So it literally started probably like 2017, where I was just for free giving, doing science demos with the kids during the summertime, just to like keep them engaged throughout the summertime. Like that was my thing. I look forward to it every year. I would gather some of my friends and like, hey, let's just go, gather some people, see who's interested, do science with them. And then the pandemic hit. And I look at the pandemic as, a gift and a curse, quite honestly, because obviously couldn't go out and just go connect with people the way I would, but it opened my mind to different possibilities that could exist, right? And so maybe April of last year, 2020, I had a friend, just again, he knew I was a scientist. He knew I used to do these kind of these engagements. At that time, it was not virtual, but he was like, hey, Jeanita, my daughter's birthday is coming up. It doesn't look like we're going to be able to have friends around because, April, May time last year, we were in complete lockdown. And he was like, I'm wondering if you'd be willing to do like a science themed birthday party for us virtually. And I was like, I've never done this before, but sure. I'm like, if you know anything about me, I don't turn down too many challenges. Like I'll figure a way, right? And so I decided, okay, let me come up with this, a curriculum. I already have I have 1,000,001 science activities that you can do, right, in my head. So I was like, okay, let's try this, this, and this. This would package well, whatever. And so I told him like what supplies to get. He made these really cute little, packets and gave them to the kids. And oh my goodness, it was such a success. Like the parents loved it, the kids loved it. Like we're like blowing up balloons with chemistry. We are making ice cream with chemistry. I mean, it was fun. And the kids were learning, but having fun. So immediately I got all this feedback from the parents, like, when is it, how do I book you? And I'm like, I don't even know a website. Like, I don't, this is just something I just did for my friend. Yeah. And so, but the one thing I did was I posted about it on social media. And so doing that, I then had the connection I had in Africa. They saw what I posted, and that's where they asked, like, hey, would you be willing to do something for us? And I was like, okay, sure. And now at this point, now we're like end of August by the time I finished that, and not thinking that this could turn into anything. But then it was like, oh, well, wait, students are not going back to school. Like this is a thing. And so I had a few parents who had seen me posting about the different activities I was involved in, like, hey, my child's still virtual. Are you going to be offering anything? And I was like, you know what? I've gotten too many inquiries about this to not make this a thing. And so, I hit up a couple of my friends and said, I have a, huge friend group of women science. I was like, hey, would you guys want to come on board with me? I have this idea. I've been doing this, and I think we can, market this. And not from the standpoint of, oh, I want to make millions of dollars. I mean, of course I want to make money, but not from the standpoint, I'm going to charge millions of dollars for you to participate. Like, I want to create a program that is accessible. Anybody can do from anywhere. And whether you have a science background or not, you will have fun. And we launched it in September of last year. We were like, okay, let's just do like an 8-week program and let's see what it does. Well, we sold out. And so I was like, okay, this is cool. Things are going great. Well, so then just posting a little bit more. Again, I started realizing the power of social media. And then I had some friends actually from Nashville that reached out to me that are principals in schools that were like, hey, I see what you're doing. Can you do this for our school? And I'm like, well, haven't done this, but yeah, sure, we can do it for your school. So I'm a very like, yeah, we'll do it. And then we'll figure it out behind the scenes later. And so we went into our first contract with Warner Arts Magnet School in Nashville. And oh my goodness, the students loved it. The parents loved it. And so then from word of mouth, we ended up getting a contract with Glencliff Elementary School in Nashville. And then just other organizations, like we've gotten to do workshops with the LA Sparks. They have like the women's NBA team. They have a science-based program. We've done some stuff with Jack and Jill, 2 of the different chapters in Jack and Jill. And then just a number of different other organizations that have reached out to us. And so like, literally to sit back and think like this started from just a birthday party, kind of like, me deciding to do a birthday party to now, a year later, we've delivered over 75 workshops virtually for kids literally across the world. Like I've had kids in South Africa participate, London participate, all across the US. And it's literally just bringing affordable, relatable science right to the comfort of your home. And so the beauty about our program is that the way we've designed it, kids can participate either at home, or let's say that a classroom wants to bring us into their school. As long as you have a projector, you can project us on a screen. We can then teach your class for you. And so that was the novelty about how our program is structured, and why teachers loved it. Is like, oh, word, I don't have to teach. Like, all I got to do is get some supplies and then you're going to teach the class. And so, teachers loved it, principals loved it. And then again, all of my facilitators look like me. And so you have a series of Black women, all PhD. So then it's, when we're talking, it's like Dr. Jeanita, Dr. Monique, Dr. Nicole, Dr. Yasmin. So like, and then we're calling the students doctor as well. So it's like, we're acclimating them that this is you. Like, you don't even have to, think, could I be? No, you're here. You're already acting as a scientist. We're helping you to make those connections to the science that we're doing in real life. And I think that has been like the foundation for success for our program so far.